Ahead. Thank you, Justin. Well, several Americans are still dealing with financial stress, and there's a cost to going cashless. Financial analyst Steve Budin joins us to discuss this and more in today's Financial Focus. Steve, good morning to you.
Morning.
All right, well, I guess it's not really morning anymore. 11 a.m.
Close.
Happy
Close
midday
enough.
to you.
Close enough. Close enough.
What's amazing, you can have a job, you can think you're doing everything right, and you can still deal with financial stress, right?
Yeah, and 10 years into this recovery, almost half of Americans still feel average or above average stress. And that's pretty disheartening. You know, it's a tough way to live if you're constantly worried about money and your finances. So we have a couple of ideas I'll share in a couple of seconds to maybe help reduce that. But the surveys show consistently that folks continue to feel the stress.
And a lot of people are choosing to go cashless nowadays. We choose to use our cards instead of carrying cash. But you say that people can really kind of fall into a trap, end up spending more that way.
And I think this is part of the problem, is the studies show that more and more people are using credit cards or debit cards or going online and going cashless. We all do it. The study also showed that you tend to spend more money because you don't see the cash going out of your hand. So you might be in the market, you might be at the mall, you might be online, and you'll see an extra thing pop up, and you're, what the heck, I'll buy it. And then the bill comes later, and you forget about it, and then sometimes you're paying interest on that purchase, and that whole stressful cycle starts.
What I tend to do is I use my credit card the most often because I rationalize it by the thought that I'm going to earn points on it. And that's why I do it, because I think, oh, well, I'm going to get points and it'll end up being a better deal and I'll get these rewards. Is that what a lot of people are doing now?
That's right. And that's the key word. You rationalize, right? So if you're disciplined, these rewards, and I do them, the rewards programs are great. But if you go into the store and you expect to spend $100 and you're going to use your credit card and you pay the bill on time, you can get these points accumulate for you. But if the $100 purchase turns into $500, then you're not necessarily benefiting from the points because you're paying interest on that card or you're spending more money. So you're not getting the benefit. And that's what tends to put people on these cycles. And the stores and the businesses know all this stuff, right? And they try to encourage you to do this. And another thing that I noticed over the weekend, I was doing some online purchasing, and you sign up for free shipping, or they offer you free shipping, but then you have to clip a couple of boxes, right? And they offer you a free subscription to this, or a free 30-day subscription to this, or a free 30-day subscription to that. And you have to read it very carefully, because I kept clicking no. But one of them was what's called negative consent. By saying no, I didn't decline it, so it's an acceptance. And then all of a sudden, you're getting these emails that, hey, thanks for signing up for this, thanks for signing up for that. You might get 30 days free, but they're hoping you forget to cancel. And then all of a sudden, a free shipping becomes a $40 a month subscription to something you don't want.
Right. I have done that many a time. And I do think when I purchase things online, which I'm actually pretty good, I still like going to stores. I feel like I'm old school in that way.
Yeah, you're becoming rarer and rarer.
Rare breed. But I find that with online shopping, I try to rush through the process. And that's probably where you do end up falling into those traps of clicking the boxes and subscribing to more stuff than you need.
Yeah, and I'll also say you always want to make sure if you do make that mistake, check your credit card bills or your bank accounts for 30, 60, 90 days, because then sometimes you'll see those subscriptions pop up, and it's worth it. You can save $100, $200, $300 a year just canceling those, especially if you're not using them.
And I don't use half the stuff I end up signing up for.
They love you then.
Exactly, yeah. Steve, thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. All right, we're going to have this interview up on our website at ktnv.com. More news coming up after the break.